Hi there, welcome back once again to my YouTube channel where I take advantage of its amazing feature. Again, this is your instructor, Mr. Ranilo H. Palingad, and in today's video, we're going to apply what we've learned in our previous activity on Google Classroom, right? And in here, we'll go in depth with the literary elements. So just like what I did in some of my subjects, before we go any further, we will check first our last major exam, so everyone will know the exact answers of each of the items posted in there. So, for questions about the test, if you have questions in mind, I encourage everyone once again to post them on our group chat, or you can also send me a question directly via private message. Alright, so let's begin. Let me just close this presentation right here and open this Word document. So I'm hoping that it's clear on your screen. So these are the questions that we were using last time in our midterm examination in LIT6. That's contemporary, popular, and emergent literature. As you can see, there are 20 items all in all, and 75% of 20 is 15. So obviously, for you to pass the exam, you have to have a score of at least 15. So, if your score is below 15, then in that case, you need remediation. I think we can now proceed to question number one. Alright, question number one. The following statements best describe what literature is, except the correct answer here is letter A. Literature is a term used to describe mostly written materials that have artistic merit. So what makes this statement incorrect? Uh, this phrase right here, mostly written materials. We all know that literature is not just literature covers not just written materials but also oral materials, both written and oral. So that relates to literature. For B, derived from, we all know that B and C here are correct statements that relate to literature, right? What we're looking here is the incorrect one. So the answer is letter A. Question number two. The Second World War in 1939 to 1945 contributed much to contemporary English literature. The following are the notable events that started World War II, except we all know that A and B are discussed in on the PPT slide which I uploaded in Classroom, right? So the answer here is C. Both A and B are correct. Moving on to question number three. The Hunger Games trilogy by Zane Collins is purely created from the imagination. This is an example of of course, a fiction. A is the answer. For number four, Harry Potter and the Sorcerer's Stone is a contemporary masterpiece written by. The answer is J.K. Rowling. This one, letter C. Number five refers to the branch of literature comprising works of narrative prose dealing with or offering opinions or conjectures upon facts and reality, including biography, history, and the essay. The answer here is A. Nonfiction. Number six. This is about a young man who survives a disaster at sea, uh, who hurtled into an epic journey of adventure and discovery. So obviously this one is letter B. That's Life of Pi. Number seven. The following also means contemporary, except C is the answer. Antiquated means outdated or old-fashioned. Contemporary, uh, I mean, voguish is synonymous to contemporary as well as modern. This word here is the opposite. So this one is the correct answer. Number 8, which of the following analogy pairs is incorrect? We're looking for the incorrect analogy pair. So we all know budding and emergent are two words that, have synonymous meanings or similar meanings. Developing and emergent as well are synonymous in meaning. Immobile and emergent are opposite words. So C here is the incorrect pair. Number 9. A literary piece can be called a classic when it touches the readers to their very core, partly because they integrate themes that are understood by readers from a wide range of backgrounds and levels of experience. What feature of classic is being portrayed in this scenario? The answer here is letter B. Again, all these knowledge level questions are based on the handout which I provided last time, right? And I think everyone was given instruction, everyone was instructed to review that piece of material for in preparation for this midterm exam. Alright, so let's proceed with number 10. These tell a single continuous narrative from first page to last. Sometimes they are collections of shorter stories or individual comic strips. Comic novels, graphic novels, both are correct. Uh, Comic novels is another term that can be used for graphic novels. So these two terms can be used interchangeably here. So C is the answer. Alright, so moving forward to number 11. Often called whodunits because they turn the reader into a detective trying to figure out the who, the what, the when, and how of a particular crime. The answer here is mystery. Next, number 12. A genre of speculative fiction that typically deals with imaginative and futuristic concepts such as advanced science and tech, space exploration, time travel, parallel universes, and extraterrestrial life. Of course, this is very obvious. This is science fiction or SF. A here is the answer. Moving on to number 13, the following are characteristics of a thriller, except dark and engrossing are two characteristics of a thriller. The answer here is letter C. That's stimulating. Number 14, a detailed nonfiction narrative of a person's life written by somebody else is biography. Letter A. 1-5, a nonfiction narrative of a person's life written by that person himself or herself. Of course, obviously this one is autobiography. Letter B. Number 16, it often employs rhyme and meter, a set of rules governing the number and agreement of syllables in each line. Poetry is the answer. Number 17, a genre of narrative fiction or semi-fiction intended to be more serious than humorous in tone, focusing on in-depth development of realistic characters who must deal with realistic emotional struggles. The answer here is drama, letter A. Number 18, which of the following here is not correct? The Hunger Games trilogy is here. The letter C is the answer. Uh, the Hunger Games trilogy is not written by Rup Kaur. You may refer to your handout for additional information on this item. Alright, so number 19, Gone with the Wind by Margaret Mitchell is an example of A is the answer, example of a romance. Last item, number 20, one of the notable writers during the contemporary era is Arthur, who wrote, of course, that's A, Memoirs of Geisha. So that ends our review. I'm hoping that you guys got, high scores on this, since most of the items here are just low level questions, right? So I'm expecting that everyone made it or everyone passed this exam. Alright, so before we proceed, let me just talk, a little bit about our self-paced activity. This one is posted on Google Classroom, right? That was last month, sometime in November. I think that was last week of November. And in here, of course, I'm certain that I've provided a clear instruction or direction. This part here, this task is composed of three activities. Activity number one is to be, is to be done on Google Forms, right? There's the link here provided for that purpose. Activity one is to be done on Google Forms, right? And activity number two and three on the editable Microsoft Word document or worksheet attached. So there's a specific template for activity 2 and 3. So what I'm, concerned with is some of you were not able to follow the instructions. Um, of course, there are, students who are able to submit activity 1 and also activity number 2 and 3. Of course, there are students who are able to, work out those requirements, but there are a few who were not able to make it. Some of you only submit activity number 1 and forget activity number 2 and 3. The others also were able to work out activity 2 and 3 and missed activity number 1. Again, to clarify, this activity is composed of this task is composed of three activities. Activity number 1 here is to be done on Google Forms, and activity number 2 on this Microsoft Word document attached. So I'm hoping that those who failed to turn in their output, so you're given extension, please work that out as soon as possible. And to date, as of this posting, as you can see on your screen right now, I think it's displaying my Google Classroom dashboard for you to know. Only 17 out of 19 were able to submit their output or their activity, and I'm still waiting for the two right here to work out their task as well. So please, again, do not miss this activity or else you'll be tagged INC or incomplete. Okay, I think we're good and I think we're now ready to see our, lesson objectives today. So here's our objectives. After watching the video clip, the students are expected to first identify the genre, including the literary elements used in the video presented. Next, describe the literary elements used all throughout the video clip. Third, identify which types of conflict is depicted in the video and elaborate how the main characters resolve them. And last, create a video response. Here, this is our target output today. Create a video response based from the guide questions or from the guide statements set. So for us to know what are these guide questions or statements, let me go ahead and proceed to the next slide here. Alright, so as mentioned on the previous slide here, at the end of the video or after watching the video, every student is expected to submit a video response, right? And that video response has to be at least 3 minutes, as you can see. Then that video must, present your ideas based on the guide statements posted below. So these are the guide statements. First, briefly discuss what is the video all about, including the literary elements used. And second, focus on the conflict and identify which type is used in the story. Then support your answer with compelling ideas based from the video presented. So when done, upload your video at our group chat. So make sure to reduce your file to prevent sending errors. So you have to watch very closely and listen very carefully for you to be able to come up with a very good you know uh, standard video response. So as you can see right here, there's a text that is in red. Here, very important, your video response has to be a raw video, meaning without heavy editing. So to do this, just open your camera app and then hit the start button and start talking. So as simple as that. So I think we're now ready. I'm going to play the video in a count of three, three, two, one.
Hi, is that Jinping? This is Robert, your English teacher.
So, why don't you tell me a little bit about yourself and why you want to learn English?
I speak basic English. I use
Translator.
translator. Yes.
I have English exam in 2 weeks. Please teach me.
Yes.
Of course I'll teach you.
Thank you, Mr. Robert. Thank you very much.
Right, let's start with the basics. My name is Robert, so repeat after me. My name is Jin.
My name, Jin.
My name is Jin.
My name is Jin.
Very good.
Is Jin.
Very good.
Is.
Listen carefully and repeat after me.
Mm.
My name is Jin. What is your name?
What your name?
What is your name?
My name is Jing. Yeah. What? What? Your name?
Very
What's your
good.
name, Mr.
Very
Robert?
good. My name is
Mr.
Robert.
Robert's your
Yes.
name.
Very good. Very good. Very good.
My Jing, you're Robert.
Yes.
My
very
name,
good.
My name is Jing. Your name is Robert.
Fantastic. Very good start. I'm sorry I'm late. London traffic can be a nightmare.
Ah, you say sorry, not pardon.
Ah, yes, we say pardon when we want somebody to repeat something.
We say pardon when somebody repeat.
Yes. Pardon?
Pardon?
Very good. Yeah.
Mr. Robert, I ask question.
You don't have to call me Mr. Robert. You can call me Rob.
Yes, Mr. Robert.
No. Never mind. What do you want to ask me?
Are you happy?
Yes. I'm very happy to be your English teacher.
Okay. Good.
Let's move on.
Yes.
So that's the kind of thing you'd say if you were socializing with a group of friends. For example, repeat after me. You are my friend.
Who?
Oh, no, sorry. You are my friend.
You are my friend.
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 Very good.
Friend.
Jin, why did you transfer me £700 for such a short lesson?
Because you are my friend.
No. I am your teacher. You are my student.
Yes. You make me happy. You give me good English lesson. Yeah.
That's very kind of you, but I can't accept that money, so I'm going to have to transfer that money back to you this evening.
Tomorrow, I have exam. If I pass, you keep money. If I don't pass, I give you money back. Yes?
That sounds like a bribe to me.
Mr. Robert got new bride.
No, not a bride. Okay, keep me posted on your exam results.
Okay. Mr. Robert, I will not let you down.
Hello, Mr. Robert. I want to thank you so much for your lesson you gave me. Before I meet you, I have no English, and now I can send you this video. Speak good English. I want to say pardon. No, sorry. I want to say sorry, Mr. Robert. I'm so sorry for the loss of your wife. am. It was me who hit the car of your wife, and I was late for work. I was too scared to stop and help. I'm sorry. I want to send you money so I learn English, so I can apologize to you. I know many sorries won't bring your wife back, but now you know at least who killed your wife. I am your friend, Mr. Robert.
Everyone for watching the video till the end. I really appreciate it. And for your video response to review, please make sure that you follow the set time limit, which is at least 3 minutes. And of course, please do not forget to follow these two guide statements right here, right? And when done, you may upload your video at our group chat. And lastly, please make sure that your video is raw, meaning it must be an original file. No editing is allowed. And I think that's all for further questions. You can post your question at our group chat, or you can send me a private message regarding this. And having said all those stuff, I'd like to thank everyone for spending your time with me today. I wish you all the best for your output, and you'll have a great day. Thank you very much.